Sera no dan hinaro lan sana di shota ne de hello nan hito na. Le de no go sana ni hada na hindo go dan hada sana di go dan ni hana go dan ni hana gadu aduna amen. Gadu adone amen. Gadu ababa. Lera. Yaran sana gada gadu mama. Ito na hisona ka susuna di shona di jana rani ka na. Dara ne. Amen. So, let us talk about the story of the sower and the seed. The sower and the seed. And the sower and the seed is about Abba Baba. Abba Baba. God the Father. He's it's he goes down. It's like this. God the Father, once in a lifetime, he goes down. Once in a lifetime to you is a day. Once a day, he goes down to the land in Bethlehem. It means to say he comes down to the world once a day, twice a day. What he does, he plants seeds. What are the seeds? His seeds. It's like a small sand, a small sand, a small sundust, like in the sun, in the beach, right? Footprint. His footprint is his fire. My footprint. He planted them unto thee. How? By scattering that all around humans. And he will say, let us see who feeds the dogs. That means to say, let's see who will be a good Samaritan and feed the dogs. The dogs he meant is the seeds that he scattered in the human natures. They are like a sand, a small sand, one like seed. Like for example, a tomato seed. They are all scattered within the humans. It's like his eye into you. It's like his eye of what you're going to do. If you can be a good Samaritan today, or what you're going to do, if you're going to disrespect, or what you're going to do. Just who you are. Like I said, you are what you are. So he will scatter his seeds into the world. Like just how they scattered when they plant the rice. Right? You know how to scatter the seeds into your gardens. Just like how I do. So, how? He goes around and scatter the seeds. He used to do this. This is what he used to do. He will scatter that in on the world, and where there's many people. He will scatter that, and whoever received one, they will be a test to someone else's. They will be a test to someone else's of how he wants them to. That way, Father is commanding you what to do. It's like you got nothing, and then this person have something. Like those poors that those poors is sitting on the road. They got nothing. They are a test to you by my God. My God. Who feeds the dogs? Who will feed the dogs? That's what he used to say. Who? Let's see who will feed the dogs. The dogs is his seeds that he scattered to the flesh like a sundust. And then you who face the one who's got his dog will be test of what you are going to do with the needy. This is why I said, do not treat anyone disrespect. Do not say anything to anyone because you don't know who they are. Especially of those who the needy, those who needs the most mercy, she say it. Who needed the most. Like the poor, they need something, they got nothing. They have the dog of the father. You ignore them, then the father will punish you 10 more than what you can imagine, more than what you can bear. You've got everything, yet you say you've got nothing. You have more, but you still don't want to share nothing to the needy, to anyone. This is how you get sick, you get on the fight, you get stressed, you just unpeaceful. Because he punishes you. He punishes you for not looking after the dogs. The dogs is his seeds that's been scattered. Like the angels unawares and the other places. He will go to other places and then he will scatter his angels. He will say, look after that human. Be sit on his shoulder, on his right shoulder, and then we will see in the good of Samaritan. Samaritan is the good in you, who you really are and who you can be. You go somewhere, you work somewhere, you don't know that God is watching you. You do things, you think, oh, I'll just do this because you think you're on your own, nobody's watching. Wrong. Someone is always have an eye on you as he sees everything. You have a dog within yourselves, as he always scattered his seeds almost every day, every other day. If who can feed the dogs, who can be the good Samaritan? Every time you do something wrong, the father just hurt you and get hurt of what you're doing. You should think, oh, I'll just do this because you watch PORN. Oh, I should do this in the garden, in your wherever. You think, I'll do this because no one sees me like that. No, you are wrong. He's always around. The only thing he's not around is with his people. He is not around with his people because he knew what they can do. He makes them perfect. It is not you humans that will make yourselves perfect. It is the God the Father that will make you perfect. By being perfect in the good of Samaritan, of who can feed the dogs, the sower and the seeds. Because they are like seeds scattered on you in your heads. That is why you say, oh, maybe evil is talking to you. Indeed it is, because he can be whoever he wants you to be. Because you have a dog, but you did not follow what he wants you to do. So his angels just make your mind unpeaceful, just will make your mind, what you call it, like, paranoid. This is why I say pray the Our Father, because He is pleased when He hears that. This is why you have a dog every day under your skins, because he always scattered his seeds. And then when he sow it, he will say, oh, he will look at it, which one is good, with your name in it written. What is your name? Who are you? Where you live? It's like a name tag that he scattered on you every day. What is your name tag? What you've been doing? That is how he see it all. And you think you do not believe of God no more, humans. You only know God, but you don't know who He really is. That is how He do. He scattered His seeds every day to the world. It's like a sundust, a meteor dust, a sands. And then He will say, let us find who have a good heart that can feed the dog, who have a good heart that can please the Lord. That is how He does. That is how we look after one another. That is how He find the branches. He find the branches. And then, if you are not fit enough to go in that branch, He will just cut you out. Because you have not fed the dogs. His dogs is the sands, the sundust, the seeds that He have scattered into thee every day. And other places, He will put His army in this place, the others to other, and the other one to the other. Let's see who can be a good Samaritan in my beloveds. How? You won't see them, but they have always, like you said, there's always have an instrument to carry out their mission. And then, like those who ask you for food, children's, they'll ask you for food. And then, if you ignore, you just in your mind, you're thinking something, but you say, no, Father sees it. He knows what you think. He knows what's in your heart. When you just ignore human, needy, and He will learn more of the world, of how, this is how He sees you. He sees you, because so means see. And then He will harvest those seeds that feeds the dogs. The good Samaritan in thee. Like a sand, He comes down halfway, because the smell of the world is just really, really over the noses. He comes down and then He will scatter that in His one right palm. It's very, very full. It's very full in His palm. And then He will say, go and find the needy. And then, let's see who can find the dogs and feed the dogs. Find means who can love and feed the dogs. And then, on 3 days, 3 days He will show that no matter how you clean, no matter how you take a shower, or what you do, trying to get yourselves clean, you are not clean. Nobody can cleanse you except He. that can make you perfect from imperfect. Perfect, because doesn't mean whole. You think you are all perfect because you did not do this. You are just you follow what's no. To be perfect is to do the will of the Father. In any way it can be, as long as it is His will followed with love. Love doesn't mean to show the world your love. It must comes from within. Because that is where love, the true love you can feel, is from within. Not just for the one your mate you want, not just for your circles, but for the world. Love for the world, to love one another, to look after somebody even if you do not know the love. Just like how you love your grandparents. Yeah? You respect, you love them, you give them love, unless you are really a grass. A dead grass that fall into the pot. And then the bird just took your brain. That is the meaning of the sower and the seed. The birds took your brain, so brain meaning the seed that the Father have scattered. You just ignore somebody needy. You just avoid people because you think, I don't want stress. I don't want this. I'm off. That is really, really, really a thing of being selfishness. And you avoid things. That's why until now you think you are knowledgeable, but you are stupids. Abba Baba, forgive me. Nalagi sana gyurah ni di holay sana goda. Tahela huda sana na forgive me aywa. Holar ho ko sana de rolar ko sana na udara. Tar ko sana de holar godara. Ta. The meaning of STUPIAD. Dara, sarapendanta, sangkutarahiya. For us, it's not like what you think it is. It's like you, instead of thinking, you avoid things because you don't want stress. This is why you are nothing. You are nothing but a can blowing. Blowing, like how you, when you kulo, saan ko nahiyaro ko na? When you boiled the water, and then it's you hear the sound. You are like that. You just keep talking, you avoid things because you don't want to, just being you as you are, just being human. And you think you have a supernatural thing. Really? Do not avoid anything that comes on your life, because this is how you are being tested. You are aiming for the kingdom of my Father, yet you avoid things that you don't want to go through. When you are being tested every day by the seeds Father is scattered in all of you, in humans, one for this person, one for the other. Just think of a sand in the palm, in the hand. He scattered it like a sundust. He scattered it to all of you. One each, one each, one each, one each. Not just one. If you receive more, then you are blessed. You are blessed when you receive more. Why? Because you receive more punishment. How? If you do not follow what He asked of you, you will just get punished. You will get punished, and then you will have what you called EVIL, and then what you called SETAN. You will have that because that is his seed. That is his seed that will make you do this, do that. Like, okay, go knock you, just anything he wants you to, because it is his word. A word from it is his word that's scattered to the world. And every word this is in every word this is like, for example, this one dust is written, find love, SETAN. Tell him to, like you write in the paper, and then you get somebody, you write a paper that's follow this, or buy this, like you said, buy this tomato, buy this chips, just anything that's written into your like paper. It's like that. So it is you yourselves is a DEVIAL, DEVIL, and EVIEL, because actually there were no words like that. But you made it of your own humans. It's all your maidens. It is all in thy brains, because you are a sundust. The sundust from the seeds of the Father. That once he saw it every day, after at 3 days, on 3 days, he will show it. He will just call them. He will just his hands, he will just you think it's a blessing when the palm is being like how those pastors open their palms and point at you. They think they can heal you. Tilahara. They were making fun of you. That hates my father hates the most. Like how they do that. That is how the Father take all the sow or harvest. That is how he harvest all the seeds that is scattered to the world. And then once it's in his palm, he will say, I want you to see who feed the dogs, who is the good Samaritan in the Santida. Santida means you, earth. That's what he said. He will say, it means I will and he will say, I want to see who is the good Samaritan that feeds the dogs, and who is love that, he will check. He will check, because it's like it's come back to him like a letter. He will check, and then it will come out one by one, like a light. Like a projector. It will come out like a projector, and then he will see. He won't like it. What he will see, and then he will come back. He will come back with a word. He will come back with a word with a word to send it back to you, what he wants you to do. That is when you started to have a feeling like dizzy. You feel like depending on the punishment that he gives for what you did. It's either you will lose something. It's either you will lost your job. It's like that. It is like that. That is how he saw the seeds. That is why I said, do not disrespect no one you do know, and cleanse thy hearts, because The world you are living right now is not the same world you've been living. It's already been judged. You just have no idea. It's all water around you now. It's all water. Depending on the place, fire. I will tell you about that later of why it's the 49 earth. Nanay ko sanid horagat sa sanadi hona ko sanid hona dar halalihan ng alleluia alleluia ababa sanid kadanara. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. So na ti church shana ti sorry sono ti ko sono ti chona ti ko la li ta ra la na re kan sono ti ha do ho la ro sono to he ro thang ko to ni de ho na amen he ro ko sono ti ha do ro sono ti ha na la ni ha da amen. In the name of the Father and to the Son, I am he. I am. So that is the story of the sower and the seed. So na di hada ri hada ro so na di shana di ro di ro hada ri ro hada ri hada ra ra.